What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 6 Round Podcast, episode 25. Shit. Quarter way to 100 already. Let's go. Good times, good times. You know what else was good times? Surprisingly, this weekend.
Yep.
I really was. Maybe it was like such the low expectations going into it, you know what I mean? That it, like, throughout the night it kind of like helped, just help make everything better. But yeah, Friday, we'll go through it real quick. We had another one on Amazon, Fight Night 12. It was not their biggest card on Amazon for sure.
No.
Definitely least stacked in names, but it was still real good.
Oh,
No, it
hell
was
yeah.
still fun.
KOs up and down the card. You had
yeah,
fucking
only 2 decisions out of 9.
Yu Wakamatsu. He had a real good quick finish in the first round. That was nice to see, honestly. But co-main event though, fucking Gary Tonin versus Shamil Gasanov.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Tonin, he's a fucking grappler. That's all.
Through and through.
All this dude has got. And he goes out there, tries to fucking grapple with Shamil right away. And this dude, the knees to... Bro, this... Oh my god, this is why I fucking love this rule set. It is the best. You have Gary just on the fucking ground, just looking to grab his legs, just looking to stay there, not looking to, like, really, like, get up, do anything like that. So Shamil just starts smashing the knees to the head on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Oh, just kind of like headlock position, just like smashing them to the top of the head, smashing them to the side. So much damage. Had Gary leaking in that first round. Then round 2 comes.
Oh yeah.
And the grippling gets going.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Russians, they're tough as fucking shit. Like,
Hell
we can
yeah.
we
They
can
really
all
are.
fucking agree on that. This
No
dude
disagreement, yeah.
was screaming from that fucking knee bar. Like,
Yeah.
oh my...
Yeah, because the angle Gary had that in and the fucking hyper extension on his knee was crazy. It is not supposed to bend that way. And you could tell, like, at first he didn't want to tap, but then once he got that position, really locked it in and pulled it back, he's just, nah. He was fucking done. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no. What was Gary Tonin saying? Like he was like, yeah, he wasn't tapping, so like I had to go into like leg break mode or whatever, like
Yeah,
leg
like
break
just whatever he
grip,
knows
so,
with
to
his body
try
mechanics, he was like, I had to
Yeah.
switch it up and put that pressure. Like he's like, not that I broke it, but you could tell that I ripped it. I tore them ligaments. He said he
Yeah.
felt himself fuck up his leg.
Yeah,
just
he
for
felt
Shamil
it,
to
like,
walk off
cracking.
anyway. Like
the main phrase he kept on using was, breaking mechanics. He's just
Breaking
like, I
mechanics.
had to
breaking
imply
mechanics.
breaking mechanics. And
Yes.
it's just funny because it's like, I don't know, in reality, like with jiu-jitsu and shit, it's like, that's obviously like what you're trying to do, but it's like him just saying it like that, just making it seem just like extra fucked up. Like, nah, I really like.
Well, because it's like it's the difference of having you dead to rights, but now you're not tapping, so now I gotta add that extra pressure and actually fuck you up. Like I got your leg,
Yeah.
you're not going
Yeah.
anywhere. You could tap, but now I gotta break. Like
that's true.
Yeah, it's one of those like things like because like in jiu-jitsu competitions, most of the time they'll just go for like things like that to break because most jiu-jitsu guys will not like, especially at higher levels, will not tap.
Yeah.
Jack Raso is a perfect example. Broken arm wins the decision. Like so, like you have to fucking like in that break. But like in MMA, most people will because it's of how much of more like it's a fight, but it's also a sport. Like people are gonna tap a little bit quicker instead of letting you really fuck them up.
oh yeah, for
unless
sure,
you-
especially if like grappling isn't their thing. But
No, yeah, exactly.
when people are just tough like that, man,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Sometimes you just gotta do stuff like that where it's just like, fuck, I gotta break this dude's arm or leg or whatever it may be because it's just like he's not going. Like another perfect example, Nogueira and Amir
Yeah,
with that Kimura, like
just snapping that. Oh yeah.
yeah,
But nah, you really are right. Like, high level jiu-jitsu guys, like they really will just be like, fuck it, like let it rock, like just I'm gonna just take it, like I'm not tapping, like I'll just find my way out. And it's like, oh, it's broken, whatever. But obviously that shit was just excruciating, like bro. That was just crazy to see. Like it is, like obviously when someone like a clear fucking break or some shit, like like someone starts screaming, like but like from like a submission, like you don't see that often where like someone starts cranking in just a full scream like that, like nasty. But yeah, that shit was beautiful. Other than that, the main event, motherfucking Superlek Kiat Moon 9 coming in, taking this fight on short notice. Did miss weight, which he was very sorry about in his post-fight speech. Yep. But, his nickname's the Kicking Machine.
For a good reason.
But change it to the Elbow Machine, because this dude just fucking... He's going in there just tearing through Tagir with lead elbows all night long. Crazy.
He was using his lead elbow like a jab. Like, that's how he was using it for a lot of it. And it was just kind of insane to watch. That he was just able to really just use his elbows that effectively.
Yeah.
Like...
It's beautiful to watch. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, the stoppage was a little weird, but
it
was still a good fight. I don't know. One is just real strict on there. You're fighting, like you got to keep the fight going because Superlek was definitely touching him up and just landing bombs, but Tagir just kind of turned away for a second, took one step while still kind of looking over his shoulder. The ref just called it right there. He said, "You turned your back over."
Yeah,
and so it was like. I don't know, anticlimactic, but yeah, Superlek was definitely whooping his ass.
Maybe that wasn't as weird for me because I've watched, like, you guys have watched a lot more Muay Thai than I have, whereas I've probably watched a little bit more boxing than you guys have, and I've seen, like, fights stopped like that in Western boxing for, like, kind of that same reason. It's like you take a shot and then you turn, and you're trying to get away. Like, it's just like, it's that moment where it's just like you're not supposed to turn your back. Once you turn your back, they'll usually call a fight. So I don't know if there's like a similar thing in Muay Thai or...
Yeah, exactly. It's like, because it's like, you're fleeing, you know what I mean? It's not like you're using, like, footwork to, like, get out of there. And to your point, it was because it really was just such, like, a half turn, like, just fading away. But yeah, I mean, either way, if they kept it going, like, Superlek was just gonna smash him with more elbows. Like, it was like the end of the first round, the right side of his face was bloodied up, and like, and then I just noticed him start going for the other side, and I remember watching, I'm just like, oh, he's like, that side of your face isn't bloody, let me go for that. No, 2 elbows later, cut open, that was just a beatdown.
So, it really was. Like,
I mean, who knows? I mean, I just love, like, that whole little shit in one with, like, him and Rod Tang and fucking John Haggerty. Like, bro, all of them just trying to get the fucking scraps in against each other. They all got
just
belts.
Want John Haggerty.
That is definitely... They do just want John Haggerty. They're like, get
this man out of here.
I don't know why they don't like him so much. Like,
I don't know.
They're like, get this fucking white guy out of here. We don't respect him.
I was about to say, it's probably just like, let's get the foreigner away from the title. Let's get that.
It's really fun.
That could potentially be part of it.
He can't be the Muay Thai champ. Or I think, is he the kickboxing champ? I forget. Either way,
I believe it's Muay Thai.
Yeah, I think it's Muay Thai.
But yeah.
I could be wrong, but...
One is fun. It's always great.
But I mean, other than that, I do want to bring up, like, Tammy Musamichi making her one debut for grappling. Just, that was a lot of fun. It went to a decision. She got the decision easy. She got a catch very early on.
Girl shot on takedown and just jumped the gilly. Nasty. That was so...
But it was just real fun scrambles. That shit.
I can't believe I forgot.
Do you have the words to describe this better, or...
No.
Okay, let's try. Because it would be that Tammy would go to, like, take her down, right? Or, like, go for her legs and pull her in.
Yeah.
Something like that. But then Amanda would grab her legs with her, and they just formed a circle and would literally roll together.
On, like, 2 separate occasions. They were basically just inverted from each other, both grabbing each other's ankles, and just started rolling. And that was probably the funniest scramble I have ever seen.
It was hilarious.
It's essentially just a modified north-south position.
Yeah, basically, and just like, grabbing each other's ankles. And just like, that was
trying to I'm so happy that you remember
that.
I did not remember that at all, but
I love that. But it's just hype, Mikey Musamichi, the freaking goat in grappling.
I can't believe fucking forgot about this.
There's actually a lot of things to talk about with this card.
I was going to say two announcements on this card, right?
Two announcements. But so Tammy, his sister, came in, did her thing. That's fucking awesome. I'm excited to see her. Before we get to the big announcements, though, there's still one more thing.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right, there is one more thing.
The Banma nut shot, bro. I don't think I've ever seen something like that. Well, I've seen nasty nut shots in different ways, but like a punch specifically.
Yeah.
Because Walter Goncalves, was on his back, Bonma from the top trying to land ground and pound, probably aiming for his stomach, but just a right hand straight to the cup.
Yeah, that was bad.
So
that was
bad.
bad.
You just seen him grab and just But what was even funnier is I don't know if he didn't know he hit the cup, but I don't know how you don't know that. But the ref stopped it for a second, obviously, to give him a break because he just got nut shotted. And then Bama starts celebrating. The crowd is going crazy, like, whoa, as if he got the TKO. But it's like, no, buddy, you just fouled the shit out of him.
It's like the ref didn't call it. Like, he didn't wave his hands. Like,
stop. That's not what's going on.
But yeah, so then first announced. So, they were like, oh, we got a big announcement. And then, so, me and Kay were just like, oh, what, she was thinking, is one going to come back to the U.S.? I was just like, it might be Anatoly going for, the triple belt, And Anatoly. He's doing it.
Triple belt.
He's gonna fucking go and get it done.
And he's gonna smash RDR again.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, I know that,
all the way down to 205, right?
Yeah, 205, because it's middleweight for one, because, their rehydration. So, right now, he's the light heavyweight champ, which is 225, and then heavyweight, which is 265. And I guess above 225 to that. But... yeah, so he's going to go down 205. He wants both of Reiner's belts. And I know no one is going to be, just talking about it or anything, but it's like, bro, with Patricio trying to become, a 3-division champ in Bellator, not even all simultaneous, you know what I mean? People are just like, oh, you got to, start talking about him as, a GOAT, or, you know what I mean? If Anatoly is a fucking simultaneous 3-division champ... I'm not saying he's gonna win, the argument at all, but I feel like you gotta start putting him at the table, especially if he gets 1 or 2 title defenses across, any of those, belts. It's hard. He's undefeated, all finishes,
to hold the middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight belt, like you said, at the same time, defend them, that's just fucking goated.
If he starts defending them, that's... because I think,
I don't think he'll defend middleweight. I don't think he'll do that.
No, I don't think so either. But
that's just to say he did it.
Even then, defending the light heavy and the heavyweight belt would be fine anyway.
Exactly. That's why if you get one defense on those, that's...
what I'm saying, right now is with what you're saying with the GOAT conversation. I'm not sure if you put him at the table, but he's definitely, if it was a restaurant, he's at the,
he's at
host
the waiting
stand. Yeah, he's at the host stand. He's almost there. It's just I would need that defense.
I get that it's hard
if he
because
were
of just
names.
Yeah, just names, competition, I mean, all of that. It's definitely hard to throw it in there as a whole, but just the accomplishments itself. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it to the top GOAT thing.
Yeah.
Status, but he himself is just doing a goated
thing, yes.
Because there was the one guy, on the main card that was calling out fucking Anatoly, had him come in there, he fucking grabbed his neck real quick and then dipped out real quick. That shit was so funny.
The elbow, so that shit was pressed so hard into the announcer's face, and he's just there the whole time, smiling, loving it.
Did you have fun? Was that what you wanted? Yeah.
I had fun. Whole time he just got smashed with an elbow.
but yeah, so if he gets a heavyweight defense there and then one on the light heavy, that's what I'm saying. Not just getting the 3. I feel that's something. But if he gets 1 or 2 defenses across there, then I feel like he's really at that table.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. Once he gets defenses, that's when he's actually at the table. That's why I'm saying right now, if you were to get simultaneous triple champ, you can put him at the host stand, where he's just about to break in. If you were to make a top 15, you can maybe start to bump him into that 15, 14, 13 range. Oh yeah,
for sure. If he gets the 3 of them, he's definitely top 15, for sure. Yes. There's no doubt.
I would give you that. It's just trying to figure out then after that where he goes from there, because especially if he gets maybe some big fights, I don't know, maybe he doesn't stay with one, goes to PFL, fights Francis.
I don't want that. he got jabbed up by Arjun Bowler in that first round, brother. Come on, man. We're not doing that to our boy. We're letting him fuck up some guys over there so he can get into that discussion.
That's why I'm saying, you have to have that one guy on your resume at minimum who's extremely good, because what helped to propel Fedor, even though he's fighting Pride and didn't have a lot of great competition, was Nogueira.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really threw him into that conversation right there at the beginning. Like once he got to the table, you need that one like actually like big name, like
for sure,
to try and get somewhere. And if you can beat someone who's arguably already in like GOAT contention for like heavyweights, that just shoots you into a new stratosphere.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, one was great fucking night of fights. It was awesome. And talking about fucking an amazing heavyweight, possibly a GOAT, to another GOAT discussion for a heavyweight champ. Motherfucking Phil DeFree and KSW. I know he ain't no real GOAT like that. But for KSW, this dude's 10-0, 10 title wins, and 9 title defenses.
I was supposed to say, he's the heavyweight GOAT. He's definitely the KSW GOAT.
Yeah,
there ain't no question. KSW GOAT.
I mean, in reality, I can't say it, but it's like, I don't know shit about KSW like that, but
that just feels like it.
Yeah,
dude
9
made his
title
debut.
defenses.
Yeah, for like the KSW debut, he fought for the title, won it, and has just defended it ever since. That's crazy.
No, exactly.
Like, literally, even in, like, fucking, like, Bellator, I don't think you've had fucking anyone get, like, that many title defenses. Like, literally the only people, Jose Aldo, if you count WEC into UFC, then that's 9 title defenses. Anderson Silva and Demetrius Johnson.
Yep.
Those are the 3 other people that fucking have consecutive 9 title defenses.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's insane. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And like, and just going through his record, like he's like his last fight before this was Todd Duffy, and you know, it's like obviously
it's Todd Duffy, but
it's like going through most of it, like at least guys' record shit like that. It's like they're not fucking complete bums, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not
like,
cans.
They're
not terrible fighters. It's just like he came into the UFC, lost 2 for 3, went 2 and 3, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Which I mean, some of the names on that, like he has a loss to Todd Duffy, but he also has the losses to Matt Mitrione and Stipe Miocic. Like, come on, like that's not terrible. So
not at all. But so just wanted the quick little mention of KSW because I just feel like just doing that in an organ like that just deserves some love, you know what I mean? Like that's
either way, overall it was just a good ass card.
Yeah, KSW is fucking awesome. Like I like starting to watch KSW this year, 1,000,000%. It put it in like top like 5 probably places and like events to go to. I like dream shit. I would love to go to Poland to watch a KSW event live.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah, they pop off every single time.
That would just be beautiful.
That would be amazing. Awesome. If you guys want to help us do that, subscribe. Anyway,
let's go. But that's gonna bring us into the main shit of the weekend. Going into it, what a fucking card it was looking like. God damn. I mean, the prelims, we had a lot of decisions, but the main card popped off a bit. That shit was a lot of fun.
I mean, I will say that even with a lot of decisions, there were still like some good fights in there, so.
100%.
They weren't terrible. So.
We'll start it at the top where it all matters. Mayra Bueno Silva, very bueno indeed, because 38 seconds into the second round, she gets a motherfucking standing ninja choke over Holly Holm.
Let's fucking go! I'm so happy about that. That was so good.
I love ninja chokes. It's just so fucking nasty. Like, and it's just funny because like listening to the commentary, they always fuck me up because every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, it's a ninja choke, and then they start fucking calling it other shit, and I'm like
a guillotine,
or
like, whatever, and
I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure that's just a fucking ninja choke, like, and then Dom Cruz like said it on like the commentary last night. I was like, all right, cool, like he confirmed it everywhere, is like saying. I'm just like, all right, but. Yeah, Holly just went to fucking clinch up, went for, like, to get it on a takedown, and just, yoink, just wrapped it up. Just that rear naked choke grip from the front.
Shit was so beautiful. I was so happy. So happy. I called that Mayra was getting that second round sub. When the fight was going on, and it was just your typical Holly Holm fight in the first round, I was like, it's okay. Because the next round, she's getting that sub, and then she got it.
Oh my, yeah.
It was also real fun because I had to like leave during the fight, so like I missed the first round. I come in at the end of it, and what a shocker when I walked in. Holly Holm was clinching her up on the cage. I was like, I couldn't have never thought that. Like,
who would have thought? Yeah, no.
But so is that just how? Because I didn't even bother.
That's literally how the.
No, yeah, that's literally kind of what happened.
Like I said it to Stovo, like about a minute and a half into it, I was like, it's okay. I knew it was going to go this way. She's going to stand here, do her Holly Holm shit, and next round she's getting fucked. Yep. And then she got fucked.
Jimmy, let me describe to you the first round. Holly would dart in with her jab, right hand, little uppercut thing. Go back to space. Do the same thing. Bueno Silva would start getting air space. Clinch cage. And exactly how it would go.
And then you walked into how the entire round went.
So that's just how Holly Holm has been fighting. It is what it is. We knew that was
that's what
the case is going to be.
To be quick, bro, that really does just tell you how bad that fucking division is. When like the past couple years, that's how Holly Holm's been fighting, and she's been getting some decent wins. You know what I mean?
And no one can figure out how to go against that. And Myra's just like, I'll choke you up.
Ketlin was able to fucking edge out a split decision over her. You know what I mean? Like, and then before this, like that's all like recent. Like it. Like
her most recent loss before that was fucking Amanda. Which so that was so good. I loved that.
I know, and because I said it to you beforehand, you know, I'm just once you said that, like, you know, you picked that, I'm just like, that's what I was gonna pick, like, for Myra if she was gonna get it. I thought it would be a second round knee bar, in all honesty. But I was just like, I was like, Tapology. I'm going with the safe pick. Holly Holm decision. You know what I mean? Like
that's kind of the safer pick. Like I knew Bueno Silva could probably finish Holly, but I was just like, Holly's not really one who takes like a lot of losses and isn't like just getting fucked up. So it's just like, yeah, I'll go Holly. Literally, like just speaking on like how the fight was going, I literally looked over at my dad while watching this fight. I'm like, yeah, that first round went about as how I expected it to go. That was exactly what I expect out of a Holly Holm fight. Choke happened in the second. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because when she hopped on that neck, you saw it was tight. Then she just grabbed it, locked it up. It was like, it's over.
I know
it's over.
It's always like, I don't know. I never understand it when like just kind of seeing that, because it's like the only like when you get locked up with a choke like that, there's one thing to do that, like, if you don't want to get subbed right then and there, you're fucking spinning to your back. Like, that's just what you have to do to try and, like, get out of it. So if you just, like, you know, standing up, or you're just like, fuck it, I'm just, like, spinning, you're gonna, like, give up position, you know? But, like, more than likely, they're gonna lose the grip on the way down, you know? And you can get out of it. And, like, I don't know, just seeing fighters not doing that, it's just kind of like, damn, like, it's just... I wonder if they just, like, panic under, like, that kind of,
I was just gonna say, like, I wonder if it just got, like, locked, like, not as tight as it could have been, but it's in there. She just, felt the panic and just didn't know exactly what to do in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's like been a while since someone did that to her, so
that's what I was about to bring up, was just the ninja choke is such a random variation off of like a guillotine front headlock type of move. Like no one really goes for ninja chokes like that. Like it's not really something you're drilling to defend against in a high level MMA fight. Now jiu-jitsu, that's different, but MMA, like you have so many other things you need to be focused on that if it's something that is like done 0.01% of the time, why would you ever drill that?
No, that's very fair. But because with Holly, that's now 2 losses in the last 3 fights. These 2 losses are marking, like, you know, the only losses against non-championship caliber fighters. So it's like, I mean, she's 41 years old, you know what I mean? Like, obviously she's on the decline. Like, that's just natural.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just...
I just feel like, you know, with that, though, it's like 41 years old. Obviously, she's not going to be at the top of the division anymore. She's not going to be getting a title shot, like, you know, with a loss like that.
But if she wants to keep hanging around to get paid, she can.
And so that's what I was gonna ask. Like, do you think she should retire, or do you think like she should just like hang around, fight out her contract, make like the last little money that she can, and then just call it a career like in a year or 2?
It's like, I know everyone wants to say like, oh, Holly should retire, just talking shit or whatever, but it's like, realistically, this is her life, her money, and her career, like you said.
Yeah.
I know she probably like gets money other places or whatever, but it's like she's been in the combat sports since 2003. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
It's been literally 20. Okay, so it's literally been 22 years of her professionally fighting in combat sports. Who knows how much longer she's been in it, just like involved in it, whatever. This is her fucking life, bro. You know, who are we to tell her when she's ready, when she's done? Like, you know, she got choked out, but she didn't get beat the fuck up. She got like we said, like Kathleen just edged that fucking split decision over her, and then before that, it's all these high level people. So if she sticks around the middle and wants to keep fighting and just like that's what makes her happy and that's how she's making her money, I say she stays. You know, do your thing. Like this is crazy. 41 years old, just very impressive.
Because that's what I thought about, and it's like in reality too, it's like it's women's bantamweight. It's like now, especially with Amanda gone, and like she was at the title anyway, you know, so it's not like she would fight her again. But it's like it's not like you got a lot of people in there that are going to be putting some ass whoopings on you. You know what I mean?
So that's like, what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to get. She doesn't take tremendous damage. She doesn't get beat the hell up. It's like you know, stick around.
No, that's fair. I just. Because I knew she signed a new contract. I was trying to remember.
Oh yeah, didn't she just find like wasn't it 2 fights ago?
Oh yeah,
that's what I was saying, right?
Before like a 7-fight contract,
something crazy,
6
like
fights.
Yeah. But I mean,
6
like
fights.
that doesn't surprise me though. Like I said, like for her to hang around and for her to be here till she's about 45 years old. Doesn't surprise me even a little bit. I don't think they're gonna do.
You're telling me we gotta watch Holly fight for 4 more years?
But I don't know if they're gonna keep doing fight nights with her as the main event.
Yeah, main event.
Because there's
I don't
point,
think so.
Especially after this.
No, yeah.
But that's what I mean. You know, I know. Throw her in there. Let her keep fighting and doing what she wants to.
In all reality, it's like you're 100% right on that. It's like. Bro, like with boxing, like they are much more established with like Hall of Fame, everything like that. It takes a while for you to like get into the Hall of Fame once your career's done. It's not like, you know, where fucking Jose Aldo just retired from the UFC and now this year he's in the Hall of Fame. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, bro, she's been in the boxing Hall of Fame. Like that, you know, so like that's how, like to your point and just how long she's been doing this shit for. Like, it's not easy to just be like, okay, I'm done. Like,
like I'm just gonna step away from everything I know. Like, I'm just gonna sit my ass down.
I've been 22 years in the combat sports game. Like,
I can't imagine the fucking mental gymnastics behind walking away and like finally realizing like you're mentally and physically done. Like you're just you're over it. Like you're just, you know what I mean? Like I cannot imagine what gets put into actually coming to that decision. Like
it all depends on the fighter, because like Robbie, like with Robbie Lawler most recently, like he was just saying like I just don't enjoy
the
training in camp anymore. Like I enjoy training, but I don't enjoy the process of going through a camp anymore. It just, at that point, it's like, it's time. So, like, it just depends on the fighters. Like, Jorge Masvidal, like, after the Burns fight, was talking about, like, you know, he wasn't really keeping up as well with the younger guys as he used to. And then just that fight, he's just like...
But so then you think about someone like Holly Holm, who's fine in camp, who is keeping up with people. You know, she's just starting to lose to non-champions. It's like... You know, like, I'm sure it's still something that she has to come to terms with and just accept.
Oh yeah,
and like not that I'm saying that like she has to accept this and leave right now, but like so over the next the course of the next few years as she's finishing out her her contract, I'm sure that by the time it's up, she'll probably be like, okay, I'm done.
Bro, I just hope that they fucking like it, because like like you said, she's not gonna be getting like big spots anymore. So you know, but like whenever her last fight is, you got to go to fucking Albuquerque. And, like, either, like, depending on how big of a card it is, either, like, opening fight on the main card or, like, you know what I mean? Just some, like, featured bout or something. Like, you gotta do that for her. You gotta fucking have her, like, their hometown shit, like, have a fucking great send-off, you know what I mean? Like,
and even if it's not hometown.
And they gotta fucking do, like, how they did with Robbie, you know?
That's
like,
what I was about to bring up.
Bro, and that's the thing. Like,
that is the blueprint.
Bro, exactly.
That's the blueprint.
Like, I'm literally getting chills right now thinking about it, of, like, Holly just sitting, like, they're watching her head kick Ronda Rousey on the big screen. Her, like, oh my fucking God. Bro, they have to.
No, exactly. Like, all her highlights, like, no, exactly. Like
her head kicking Betch Kohea, like my
like that's
God,
why it's
man.
like I get that, you know, she hasn't been exciting for a while. She's fucking 41 years old. Yeah. But man, she deserves much less hate.
Yeah, no, for sure. She's like 7 years out of her physical prime. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Like, bro, like...
I agree. She does deserve less hate. I think like with at least like just me and Jimmy, it's just more like not so much hate, but like apathy towards the style of fight that she puts on. Just like,
but that's what I'm saying. It's safe for her. Think about her age. You want her to go out there and fucking have a war? Like, I understand that that's the exciting thing, and that is what people want. But it's like, I just think it's the spots that she gets put in. It's the fight nights. It's the things like that really kills it and makes people have like animosity towards her. But it's not her fault.
It was the fact of her doing this while still literally in title contention, basically. You know what I mean? Like, literally, all it took was a win tonight, and she could be in a title fight. And it's like, what you know, like no one would be like shocked or anything, but no one wants that. And that's
that I understand, but it's like, but you gotta respect her, man. So, and I know you guys do.
Yeah, no, we respect her, and I get what you're saying with like the stuff. It's not so much the stuff; it's so much more that it just like is very much just grinding against the cage with very little going on and no advancement of position and things like that. She was going into like. What I'm saying is, like, if she at least was, like, getting the takedown and then being able to advance position, make it, like, a little bit more interesting, like, I would have zero problems with her style.
No, yeah, 100%.
No, yeah, and I get that.
So.
And, like, you could... I am not arguing
Like, it's, like, that's so much energy. Like, she's looking at it, like, why the fuck am I gonna work to take someone down and do all this and all that, like, and possibly not get to use all that energy when I can hold them right here?
Right, when I can literally clinch almost all these girls against the cage and just grind my way to a decision. It's like, you know, like, I don't know. You just can't always expect the best fights out of everyone because, you have older people who are just in there just trying to do their thing.
But like Mayra Bueno Silva, that's fucking 4 fights in a row now, 3 submissions in a row. You got
called out Juliana Pena,
bro, and Juliana, like, bro, I fought every time she talks. I'm like, please, you just gotta stop. Like, I can't.
I need Mayra to go out there and fucking snap a limb.
Yeah, and because honestly, Juliana was just like, oh, perfect, you know, like fucking you and Rocky in the same night, you know, and it's like, you got subbed by Jermaine Duran to me. The last time Holly Holm was subbed was Misha Tate in a title bout.
Yeah.
You're getting choked the fuck out.
I'm trying to remember the exact quote from Bueno Silva last night at the press conference.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, she's scared. She's funny. I love you, Juliana, but I will smash you. Look at my fight. Yes. Look at your fight. Oh, Juliana, shut up.
Yes, that's what it was.
I love that.
Bueno. I want that. I'm totally fine with Mayra as a champ. Fuck it. Like,
seriously. Like, after her last few fights, it's been, like, it's just been awesome. But then, like, after that specifically, I was like, I love you.
I love you.
Yes, Juliana, shut up.
Shut up, Juliana.
But
no, like, the only other thing that I was thinking was, because I was talking to my dad about it, because it's the only thing that in meritocracy makes sense, would have been, like, booking Juliana and Raquel for the vacant title, because right now their timelines match up. But so is Bueno Silva's, because she did not really take any damage.
And in all reality, like, you want to talk about meritocracy? She is now tied with the most amount of, like, on the longest win streak in the division with Raquel Pennington. Yes. She just subbed the person that beat Raquel Pennington last, and she has 3 finishes on that win streak. I'm gonna guess Rocky's on 4 decision win streak.
Split decision over Ketlin, decision over Aspen. She did sub Macy.
She did sub Macy.
And then 2 decisions over Panny and Marion.
Oh, she's on a 5-fight win streak?
Yeah.
5-fight.
But it might have been in a different division. Like weight class, I mean, because...
Yeah, because of Macy's fast long.
Yeah.
That was
probably a catch weight.
Because that could be...
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that's a little bit, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's like the...
Yeah, that was that one
meritocracy. You can easily argue that it's fucking Silva versus Pena for that, you know what I mean? I'm
sorry.
How about fuck Pena? Let's just get Rocky versus Mayra.
I like that better.
I don't.
I just looked at the... at the Pennington Chesson fight. It was at 145.
Yep.
Chesson missed weight by 3.5 pounds at 145.
That's about right.
She's still
She's a great fighter, and you will respect her.
She is, but goddamn.
But not yet. That Mayra Bueno Silva, that performance could not have gone better for her at all.
Oh yeah, no.
but someone with a much rougher performance than they, I'm sure, ever expected for this fight.
This shit had me hugging my knees the whole time. Just feet on the couch, just, oh my god.
Jack Babadaba Della Maddalena.
Yep.
Edge's fucking Basel Hafez, UFC newcomer to split decision. The Habibi, yes, his nickname. But yeah, so I feel like just with like kind of the talks like coming out of that, it's like, was Jack overhyped, or is Hafez just that good?
I think that it's okay. I think that there's a lot of factors that go into things, and people are very quick to just take someone off the pedestal they had them on and put someone else up there. So I think that that's the first problem. Because we have to look at, like, obviously Basel is great. Like, we're not going to take that away. Anything I'm about to say does not take away from him that he's tough. His wrestling is great. He's obviously good, and he's going to do well in the UFC. He came in short notice. Like, you know, this was just a great fight for him. He lost the decision, but with Jack, it's like, he came to Vegas to fight for 290. He was training in camp. He was cutting his weight. His opponent fell out, and he was like, damn, I still need a fight. So he then extended his camp to recut weight and then fight this guy. We don't know how burnt out he was. We don't know. Like, I know he didn't make it to the scales, but obviously the weight cut, like, the process starts well before you hit the scales. So we don't know how far into that he actually got, where his body was at. Fighters talk about it all the time, that it's all about the timing, you know, like, you have to, like, time, like, how long you're out there, how long you're doing things. You take the week off before you fight so that you can rest up, get your body in, whatever, like, just proceed with the cut. Just you
all get light training that, like, fight week, you know,
you get a chill point, and then he ends up fighting the next week, so he has to redo his timing, redo things, recut weight, and just has a whole different plan than what he actually trained for. It was hard on both of them. We can't act like this wasn't going to be hard on both of them, you know. So that's also what I think people are not thinking about, where they're like, oh, did we overestimate Jack? Like, did we think of him too high? It's like, bro, look at what he just went through this past, like, however long, you know? Come on.
Yeah.
Cut him some slack. This was a great fight.
I definitely agree with that. Like, I think people are way too quick to do, like, you know, quote, fraud checks or whatever on people. And it's like, oh, like, I remember people were saying, oh, Giga got fraud checked by Cater. It's just like, or Cater's just that fucking good.
Right. Like, they're just so quick to tear somebody down.
And with this one, it was just, I'm just going to go with, like, the actual fight. Like, because I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, Jack did say after the fight, like, oh, the cuts didn't affect me or whatever. But, like, every fighter's going to say that. Tony said that before the Gaethje fight. Like, yeah. You know,
Nico,
so,
and that was like 30 days difference, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, so I don't necessarily put stock in that, but that first round, it is exactly what I wanted to see when it was booked as Jack Della Maddalena versus Sean Brady. What does Jack have when it comes to grappling? And we got to see that. He does have good takedown defense, because obviously he was able to not take down the whole fight. But
yeah, he did defend like a good amount of takedowns in there.
Oh yeah, he did. But there were like those small mistakes once he was on the ground that he was making, that someone maybe like who actually went through a full camp training for that could have capitalized on.
Yeah.
So it would have been a much I think we can look at Jack Della Maddalena and Sean Brady as being a little bit more of an interesting fight.
Even
if it gets to the ground.
Yeah, if it gets to the ground, because what I was gonna say is Sean Brady's chin versus Basel.
No, Sean does not have the same chin. Like,
and also even on the striking, like, bro, Sean Brady made Chiesa look like he had a fucking expert jab. Like, come on.
No, I agree with what you're saying here.
Like, Basel is just incredibly well-rounded. He's got a real good chin. He's good with his striking, and his wrestling was just real good.
But so, then, like, real quick on, like, saying, oh, no, you're good. With, like, Jack making the mistakes, man, I wish I could just fucking smack him a couple times. Be like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop watching Dustin Poirier fights and stop going for the fucking guillotine. Because he went for that shit about 5 times throughout that fight. And every single fucking time in every single round when he went for it, Basel just rolls over right to the other side control. Done.
Yeah.
Threat gone. On his back. And he's like, fuck, holding it. And it's like, yeah, bro, with someone like fucking Sean Brady, with how big and just strong and like of a good grappler, yo, if he were to like jump a ghillie and he got side control like that, and Jack just holding on to the head still, I would not be surprised he wraps up a bomb flu right there and he just subs Jack first round. Like
that's
what
I'm saying.
What I mean? Like
those mistakes are why I think Brady and Della Maddalena, because like Brady would have came out and instantly also shot a double leg. Like he knows like he's not standing with Della Maddalena. We all know that he wouldn't be. So he would also be shooting on Jack at the beginning. So it's just interesting to see how that would end up if he were to jump the ghillie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I was in the corner of Jack Della Maddalena as well after that first,
the third round, stand up, up, get up.
But yeah, no, if I was in the corner, like in between rounds, I'd be looking at Jack. Just Jack, is your name Cody Brundage? No, stop jumping the guillotine.
Well, they'll be like, yeah, that's a great example of like, just stop doing it because you're losing because of it. Like,
exactly.
It's funny 'cause I was trying to think of who did that recently and fucking lost.
You're welcome.
But also, like, to go with the split decision, in all reality, obviously, round 1 goes to fucking Hafez. There ain't no doubt about that. Round 3,
definitely Jack.
You can argue that shit's a 10-8 round.
10-8.
What were the fucking strikes? 61-7 in that round?
I think it was
something like that. Like, and the damage. Like, I agree.
He was so close to being out of there on multiple. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You can definitely make the argument that was 10-8.
Round 2, the damage done in that round, not even comparable to who was landing the bigger shots and who was getting hurt. Easily Jack was landing the bigger shots. And then I think he had like 2 minutes of control time that round total?
2 minutes 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was just shy of half a round.
But it wasn't because I'm pretty sure it was like the last minute and a half that round when he got the solid like takedown on top holding, like stayed there. There was like 5 seconds where he threatened to get into like 3/4 mount and then fell right out of position. He never had a crazy dominant position, did no damage, not even close to like a submission attempt or anything. You don't win a round off control time. That is the last scored criteria. A takedown is just a change of position. If you don't do shit with it, it ain't worth shit.
No, yeah,
that's
I agree.
29-28, Jack. If anything, 20. You could fucking say that it's 29-27, Jack, giving him a 10-8 round in the third.
Yeah,
I agree.
Okay, you were right. It was 61-7 for the third round. Jack 1 of 1 of takedowns. Basel 0 of 9. Got the absolute shit beat out of him. And like you said, round 2, even like with the control time, he still outstruck him throughout that whole round. Landed the way bigger, heavier shots, more impactful. Like, split decision is crazy. Basel put on a grand performance. Like, that was amazing for his debut, but he just didn't get it.
And that's just the thing with the style of like, if you want to like really control your opponent and that be like the main thing of how you're gonna win, you gotta make sure start to finish you got that shit locked down on point. You know what I mean? Or at least like be able to like control enough to like that's why with Khabib, like he got you down so fucking quick. But like even if, because I'm pretty sure like fucking Edson Barboza, didn't he land like a fucking spinning wheel kick on him or some shit like in there? Like he landed some big shot on him, like, and one Khabib just had a shit and ate that. But like it's just the dominant of like once you get them there, there's no doubt about it where like that fight is going. You know, like it's. Like, it's just, you gotta fucking have that extra step behind it. You can't just win with control. It's just, that's not how you win fights.
Right, the only way you're winning with control is if you do what you did the first time in the first round, take him down right away, and he didn't have a shot to land anything on you if you're not going to do anything with that control time.
And I mean, even then, in the first round, he was still, like, he was trying to throw up submission, trying to throw ground and pound in there. Like, he was doing more than he was in the later rounds. Which, I don't know if he was, like, in a camp for a fight or what was going on. Because, like, his last fight was 5 months ago. So I don't know with Basile. I don't know what he's been, doing, what he's been working on. But, like, obviously going through a camp, like, because the way I kind of have learned, like, listening to fighters in their camps, right? It reminds me a lot of cross country and a lot of, like, how runners do it. You're trying to peak for fight night. So you're trying to build. You're peaking on that night, and then, go back down a little bit, maintain, and then, go into your next camp.
I'm sorry, I just want to say this because with round 1 and you saying that he was, like, landing good shots, he still got, like, Jack still outstruck the shit out of him in the first round. It was still
40, I didn't say
41 to 12 strikes. Like, he only landed 12 strikes in there. They didn't even give him any sub attempts. Like, he mainly just had the ground control. Like, he was trying a little bit, but even then, it wasn't anything like dangerous.
I wasn't saying that it was anything like close. I was saying
no, I know. I wanted to look to see at the numbers because I was like, I don't remember him really hitting him too much.
There was more attempt, is what I was trying to say. There was just more advancement of position, trying to get somewhere to get to a submission. Like, there were no like real attempts at a submission, but there were a lot more attempts to get into positions to get to that point.
Yeah.
Which is what you would grade as effective grappling.
Yeah.
Holding is not effective grappling.
Yeah.
That's where I was just trying to come from, because he was still outstruck, but he was by far the more effective grappler in that round.
Yeah.
So
it was a great fight, though. Got themselves fight of the night for it. Just absolute. And I am just another one of these fucking dudes coming in against a fucking top, like, not like top rank, but like top 15 guy or some shit, putting on a fucking performance. And it's like, I cannot wait to see.
We've had Jafel Filo, Diego Lopez, Steve Ersic, and now him, that I can like remember off the top of my head. That...
And only one of them got the win, was Steve Ersic.
Yeah, but even so, all the other guys still put on like just great performances. Diego just going through it. I'm pretty didn't they get fight of the night that time? Yeah, as they should. It was amazing. Fucking Jafel messing up Muhammad's knee, like just oh my goodness, crazy.
Those two were the closest. They were also very close to winning their fights as well, just by some of those submissions they had on these guys.
Yeah. So then Bissell with the split, and then it's just crazy.
I can't wait for his next fight. Like, I don't know where they're gonna if they're gonna give him someone outside the top 15, someone very much lower, but I can't wait to see his next fight.
Yeah. Another guy I can't wait to see his next fight on the come up. And the country in general on the come up. Motherfucking Argentina. Fighters getting some pretty good performances out of there lately. But Francisco Prado gets it done in one against Otman Azaitar. I don't believe it was potatoes in the bag. What was in the bag? But Francisco had it in the bag. I
completely forgot about that shit.
I will never forget about those potatoes.
Jimmy need to mind his business.
But yeah, Francisco, he fucking... Oh man, that spinning elbow. They it was the first round. It was going as expected. They were fucking slugging it out, looking to get fight of the night. But we knew it was never gonna go there because it was never gonna go long enough.
Right.
And a beautiful spinning elbow right to the fucking head from Prado against Otman, sends him down. Just starts landing vicious ground and pound. The one thing that with that stoppage, I really just because he had him fucked up, it could have been stopped, but just Chris Tyone was just waiting too long, and once fucking Otman got his feet on the hips and started to push him away, that's when he came in and stopped it, and it just the timing of it just felt off, and it was just I just feel like if he was letting it go that long for him to do that, I feel like you have to he's doing the right thing to defend, so now you have to give him that opportunity to let it see where it goes. It's just they should have stopped it before it.
No, I feel you. I wonder if it was just one of those things where he was letting it go, and then as he was going to put his knees up, he was already kind of stopping, it was just an in motion deal.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just didn't really notice it. Maybe he didn't see that from his angle. He just saw him getting ground and pounded, and
it's just there's obviously the ref isn't counting the amount of strikes, but once you see once you start seeing a lot of unanswered strikes, it's you really have to be looking at I need to probably be stopping this because he is not defending, especially because he wasn't at least protecting his head. He was trying to, push off the hips and all that, but he wasn't defending his head at all. Wasn't trying to stop any of the strikes that were coming in, and that was the problem.
And that's why it's the timing just felt a little off. Where if he did it a second or two earlier, it's it's perfect, just in the middle of getting you know what I mean? That would have been
exactly.
Fun. It was just because he waited and then he started to do the thing, where it was it just felt a little off. Either way, though, Francisco just fucking ran over him. That was beautiful. You know what I mean? That was 155ers, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, I landed the spinning elbow a little earlier in the round, landed a spinning heel kick to the body.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just a fun fight.
Yeah.
For as long as it lasted, so.
Absolutely beautiful. And another beautiful win going down the card.
Mm-hmm.
The Iron Turtle makes it 3 in a row with rear naked chokes, 4 in a row overall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that the iron hung on.
Yeah, bro, he really is made of iron.
Yo, he got some shots.
Round 1, Albert's like, I'm just knocking this dude out.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't.
No, yeah.
He really just went out there trying to fuck him up. And yet, bro, he's just tough as fucking dog shit. Like that. Oh man, motherfucking Jung Young Park, I love it. But then just starts beating him up, walking him down crazy second round, gets him down, gets the back, was threatening for the choke, and well, no, he started getting the ground and pound, and I was like, no, you gotta stop ground and pound.
No, because it
go
was
for the choke.
It was either in the beginning of the round or the end of the first round where he went for a choke and was just cranking on it so hard and like gassed.
It was the end of the first round. Okay. Yeah, the last like 30 seconds of it.
He gassed the shit out of his.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he just because coming into it,
even when he's on the ground and pound, he's literally just. He couldn't throw harder than this. This was his actual punches. Like, they were the babyish shots. Like, you couldn't push a kid over with them. Like, just seriously, like, you could tell his arms, like, he probably couldn't feel them bitches. And he went for the choke, ended up getting it because he tried getting it multiple times. But finally slipped it under.
15 seconds left in the round, got it done. Oh, man, that shit was nice.
That was so good.
But yeah, it's...
I will say
4 in a row, 3 finishes. You know me. I think he deserves a top 15 guy.
No,
him versus Bo Knuckle.
I don't like that. I
understand it, but I
still prefer Bo Knuckle versus the Bus.
Why?
Why do you prefer this one?
It'll be good.
What?
I mean, it could really test how hard Bo punches. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's fair.
If Bo just goes out there and just beep boop bops them and sends them packing, like, that's pretty damn crazy, you know? Like,
that's fair, I guess.
I'll take it. It would be fun. I would definitely, like, because, he's Jung Young Park. He's 32, 33, I think. Like, the UFC obviously has no interest in, like, pushing him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's like, if he wins over Bo Knuckle, they have no choice but to.
Yeah, that. Oh
no, exactly. God. That is a good point.
But I feel like that's also probably the reason why is they're like, because they don't care to push him. They're just like, yo, we can't have this guy fucking beat Bo. Like,
that's true.
I feel like no one's gonna like really be like, oh, the Iron Turtle. You
I feel
know
like they
what
would assume that Bo would win though.
Probably.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
Either way, though, that was some good shit. I loved it.
I will say out of this fight, I did like Dorayev's body work.
Yeah.
And going to the body a lot, so.
Yeah, that was getting me nervous for sure during it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
But do you know what else got me nervous? I had this fight going to decision for sure. Going into it, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that it goes to a decision.
Had it on a parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Did have it on a parlay. And fucking in the first round. Oh my god. I ain't never seen this before in my life. Norma fucking hit her with the right hand, low fucking follow-up shots. And Chelsea Chandler literally just, we talked about with one how the dude like slight sidestep, you know, and they're just like, nah, fight's over. She full 180 turned around and 50 yards sprinted right into the fucking cage head first, just bopped right into it. Like,
if that shit wasn't there, she would have kept going.
She literally would have fucking ran right out of the arena.
Yo,
like,
DC couldn't stop talking about it.
He was
no, because I'll be honest. As a ref, I see you like get hit and you just run the opposite direction of your opponent. I'm stopping the fight. You obviously are done.
The picture they have of fucking Chelsea running and Norma behind her on the hunt is crazy. A beautiful fucking picture. I love it. But yeah, the ref definitely is insane for letting that go. I mean, like,
100%, yeah.
But like, it's just really funny.
But also how fucking beautiful, like, and how just just honestly, like, women's 145 of it, that, like, after that happening, Norma runs also right into her, so they end up in a clinch on the cage. And that... and he just, like, and yeah, like, bro, but that was so just...
funny.
Like, that should have fucking gotten her a performance bonus just for that. Like, that...
Bro.
That was, oh my god.
I will say this right now. Shout out to Chelsea Sarah. I threw this in the chat for you guys, but she put on Instagram the post right like when Norma was running behind her, and just the caption is, "It was at that moment I knew I fucked up."
Yeah, you
I gotta shout out Chandler for that.
Hilarious.
Like, good for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I love that.
God, oh, that's great. That's, oh man. One of the funniest moments in UFC history for sure. That was just amazing.
And that's just icing the cake. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, but moving on to some fucking happy shit to some not so happy shit. Our boy fucking T-Rex. Oy. This dude, like, I don't know if it was, like, getting, like, knocked out by fucking Drew and then, like, by Bonfim, but, like, I don't know. He just, like, just doesn't seem like himself on the feet anymore. And it's just, like, just gets backed up so quick, you know? Like, I don't know. He's just not, like, pushing forward, like, pushing the pressure. And I just wonder if, like, you know, just knowing that he doesn't have, like, a chin or a great chin, he's just like, I just can't get hit. And so now he just isn't, like, like, confident to fucking, or, like, you know, just...
I mean, it's like, he's 28 years old, and he's been knocked out, I think, 3 times. He's had a leg injury in a fight. He's been choked out. Like, every time he's lost, he's been finished.
Yeah, well, you know, it's win or lose. Yeah, 100%.
Like, but I wonder if, like, that's just, like, he realizes at 28 years old, just going through all this, he's like, maybe this is just too much and I shouldn't be doing this to myself.
Right.
Like, literally every knockout finish has been from knees as well. Because it was Sean Woodson, I believe. Yeah, flying knee in round 2 in 2019. Drew Dober, knee to ground strikes round 1. Ismail Bonfim with a flying knee in round 2. Like...
Yeah.
It's not like he's just getting punched and out. Like, it's a fucking knee to, or like either just a straight knee or like strikes every time. Like, that's like a crazy knockout for 3 knockouts like that.
No, it really is. And the thing is with this one too, with this like loss, the RNC, like, it was just, and like, there's takedown into a scramble. His arm gets caught behind the back and just RNC, like, you can't defend a choke against with one arm. It just... I know.
It was just so... Because, like, when I was just watching that happen, because, like, it's, like... It just sucks when people... They just hang on, like, to the neck for, like, too long and shit. And because, like, you know, because that's what... Like, he was just hanging on, just trying to, like, you know, just keep it. And then started, like, you know, to get turned over. And, like, because his arm just, like, was... in that position, and
he
then
just took his arm right behind his back.
And then he stepped over with it, and it was just around there, and and then when he fucking got off, and like how his arm was just bent up, and like it kind of like popped out, that was kind of crazy looking. Like, I don't know if you guys caught it. Like,
remember I said, I was like, I hope his shoulder's okay.
But it was just, and after a first round, just having them back for the entire time, but just fucking Nazim just playing that prevent defense, just fucking sitting there wrapped up. He couldn't get even close to a sub attempt.
This is how he was sitting damn near that whole fucking round, if I remember correctly. And I'm just sitting here like, if I'm a ref, I'm not stepping in on that. Like, like, you're literally causing the stall. You want to get up at this point, do something.
Oh yeah, you can't take the back from someone. That's crazy. I don't know. Like, that's just too dominant of a position to, and like,
especially
it's happened before.
Was chasing the neck the entire time. You know, it's not like they just sat there like
It's not like he was just holding him, and he was
like he was
there,
going
like,
for it the whole time. He's fighting it the whole
time. No, he was trying. Like, Terrence McKinney was trying the whole time. It's just like when someone just going like this for most of it, and then like defend one thing, then go back to this.
I mean, he was trying to turn out of it, but he was on the cage with like the fucking tight body lock. So at that point, it's like that's the best you can do when someone is just constantly going for your neck. Like,
Yep. But prelims though. A lot of decisions. There was one finish on the prelims, which that one's gonna be in the thumbnail. Already is.
Oh.
And whoo, yeah, that arm. It was just a dislocated elbow, which when they said that it was a dislocation, and then they showed the replay, and we were like, that shit is fucking done. Like,
yeah.
Like, that shit good for her that she could pop that shit right back in like that, and that it literally was such a clean dislocation. I know it's definitely got to fuck up some tendons, ligaments, whatever you got going on in there, but at least she didn't also break the bone, you know, like, because the way it literally just bent the
yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Because was it Estella went to take Victoria down? And
no, Victoria was taking Stella down, and
Stella
like
down,
I'm pretty sure she was on the single, just kind of like
she
turning.
Went to,
okay, because it was just what I know they were saying, like whatever way she turned in, it made like Estella like put her arm out and like just fell on it, and
she went to go like she went to go post from what it looks like, and just all that weight and just probably just turn
the angle momentum
pop that shit out. So
ooh, yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit just fucking sucked.
That X-ray is nasty. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just her arm and then the bone this way. Just
yeah, it's like, you know, this part's right here, and then this part's like over here, and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that shit was nasty. Other fights on the prelims though, motherfucking Melquizel Costa, that was a great performance against Austin Lingo. Yo, Austin Lingo is just fucking made of steel or something, because Costa just fucked him up the entire fucking fight. Like,
bro, the kicks he was throwing to this man's body is crazy. I don't know how he was just eating those, just standing up. Like, you could see he hated every second of it, but he just fought through it. Like,
body of steel, body engine. Motherfucking Iron Man out here.
I was about to say Man of Steel out here, man. Like,
oh man, yeah, that shit was just ridiculous. But yeah, Melquizel, he had his debut up at 155 short notice against Thiago Moises, got subbed, no shame in that, but his rightful weight class at featherweight, and yeah, he looked amazing tonight. Last night.
He landed majority to the body, 48% were to the body, 39 to the head.
Wow,
beautiful. 13 to the legs, but he was throwing those kicks crazy. His hands were on point. Like, overall, it was 39 to 108 total strikes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Just a fucking ass whooping. Absolutely beautiful. Evan Elder had a good fight with Gennaro Valdez. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then the funniest, great way to start the night, fucking Eileen Perez beats fucking Ashley Evans Smith. You know, that's definitely rough for her. Goes to 6-6. But after the win, she started fucking twerking all over the place. Motherfucking, I forget. Fabiano, I think it is.
Fabiano and DC.
Yeah. Started fucking twerking up on him, and DC started laughing at him, just like, oh, she got you fucked up, you're supposed to be translating. And just had him speaking in a wrong language.
Yeah, because she said whatever, starts twerking again on him, and he just, like, starts responding to her, just
in totally English. Oh, man, yeah, that shit was really funny.
Between that and a boxer who on pay-per-view flashed the crowd, like, my timeline was weird this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Oh man, but yeah, for what seemed to be like one of the worst cards on paper heading into it this year, ended up being some pretty damn good fun. So
yeah, pretty decent.
But do you know what wasn't decent and what was fucking goated? Kate's Tapology picks, because I don't know how she fucking strung that one together.
I went 13 for 13. I was gonna mention it before, but I held myself together because fucking Myra Buena Silva. I had her by second round sub, and she perfected it for me. I got it. I got all 13 because, like, honestly, when I chose that, I was like, I'm not picking to win today. I'm just picking for what I want, and I perfected it.
Yeah, that was
fucking glorious.
Yeah.
815 points for Kate. Absolutely amazing. I got second with 590, Ginger third with 440. By far the biggest gaps.
Yeah, and you've both decided to pop off because, like I was saying earlier, 8 for 13 is not terrible. Like, that's pretty, like, average for what wins or is at least in second for these. No, you both just had to pop off with 10 and a perfect, essentially. Like, goddamn.
I know, I was so sad because I could have sworn when I did my picks that I had Iron Turtle second round sub. There was a point where, because originally I had fucking Jack with first round sub.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, nah, like fuck it. It's gonna be like first round TKO. So I don't know if maybe like when I like changed that and then going through shit, if like, you know, I accidentally changed that. But so I didn't get the perfect on that, and that made me real sad because I thought I did.
Yeah.
But that would have tied me with layout third overall in the group, but it wouldn't have changed shit for us really overall. So
yeah.
No, overall it wouldn't have changed shit. Like everyone
230 fucking point lead basically for Kate above me, and then 150 above. Like we usually it's so much closer than that.
This week was insanity.
Right, like our differences will be like 5, 20, 15.
Yeah, because like what was it last week? 15 between me and Jimmy, and then like between you guys was like 35.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
just super fucking close.
And definitely worth mentioning with fucking all of those picks and getting 815 points, motherfucking Kate top 50 overall out of the 4,000 plus people that put in Topology picks for that weekend. So it was very nice, Holmes. Very nice. Congratulations.
No, that's
let's go
13 for fucking 13. God damn.
Oh man. But that's gonna take us to some good old fight news. And we're going to start off with some terrible fight news because...
Yeah.
When we fight... It was just so funny because, like, you know, for the last podcast, recorded it on Wednesday, got it posted Friday. Oh, but that night into that morning, we fucking found out terrible, terrible news. This division is cursed. Jamal Hill vacates the 205-pound title due to a ruptured Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That title's been vacated 4 times in the past 5 years.
Which low-key is real funny. I feel really bad for Jamal, but like...
Which...
It's funny.
I mean, in the past 5 years, 2 of the vacations are because of moving up to a new weight class. DC getting double champ, then vacating. Jones vacating and then taking 3 years to move up to heavyweight. Like, those are fair enough. But then, like, the last 2 are
injuries.
Yuri being injured, and then now Jamal being injured.
Well, it's a good thing that Glover retired because he clearly has a new curse with him. You can't beat him for the belt. You will have to drop it due to injury. 2 people, less than a year.
Well, just all like what a way to get here. Like Yuri beats Glover, vacates fucking due to injury, and like and fucking pulls out of the fucking rematch.
We get Jan versus Magomed
for the vacant title a month later from when they were Yuri and Glover were supposed to fight, and they end up with a draw. Dana White, the man who never makes we don't make fights the night of. This dude declared that night. Next month in Brazil, Glover versus Jamal Hill vacant title fight. Yeah. We're booking it. And everyone's like, okay, I thought Jamal was supposed to fight Smith. Fuck that. He's going to Brazil. This dude beats the fucking piss out of Glover for 5 rounds, gets it fucking done in enemy territory. Gains all the fucking championship weight, making all the funny videos with Marab online. Goes to International Fight Week, has a basketball fucking game, and blows his shit out. Like,
yep.
Just make Jan versus Poetan for the fucking vacant title. Just do it. Do it.
You might as well. But also, just want to throw this in there. So, actually, 3 title vacations have been after defending against Glover.
3 of them.
Because you had these 2. And then when John Jones defeated Glover Right after that is when he fought DC, and that's when he gets That's when he had to vacate it because he hit the pregnant lady in the car and broke her arm. So that's just kind of funny. Like, you really cannot fight Glover. You will within a year after fighting Glover.
Entirely just a John Jones thing. That was
but I'm just saying, like, with Glover though, like, it's within the year, like, he like that happened. It's just insane that
it's just that is funny.
Every time I've in the UFC, someone has defended their belt against Glover, some fucked up shit has happened. It's like the EA curse when you're put on like Madden or the NBA 2K series. Like, if you're on the cover of that game, you're bound to have a terrible year.
Gonna be on the cover for UFC 5 and he's gonna lose to Ilya. Oh shit. My bad. I just thought. All right, moving. But that's terrible though. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. More than likely,
who knows?
It's gonna be Jan versus Poatan. Winner fights Yuri for the vacant title. And no, honestly,
more than likely,
that's what's gonna happen.
I think that's what's gonna end up happening because just
makes more sense in all reality.
Like, because depending on what the timetable is for Yuri, because like if he can fight by the end of the year, then it's like what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make this number one contenders. Whoever wins it fights for the title. So.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. We also got the Tafa brothers back, Justin and Junior, fighting on different cards though. Justin Tafa gets the rematch with Austin Lane after the fucking eye poke that ended it right away. They're fighting UFC 293 in Sydney. And then motherfucking Junior, my more favored Tafa brother, he's fighting motherfucking Porky Potter and August 26th. So that's gonna be an easy dub for him.
Porky gonna have 2 losses to the Tafas.
Yep. I think might be the only person ever to lose to brothers in professional bouts.
Yeah, I think so as well. I just find it funny that Junior Tafa was saying he was going to move down to 205, and now he's fighting Parker Porter.
Like, fuck it. But a fight that I'm pretty excited for. Abu Dhabi, first fight that's officially announced for their UFC 294. Muhammad Mukayev is back versus my favorite flyweight ever. Trailer Park, Dom Cruz, Tim Elliott. Let's fucking go. That's going to be a
I like this fight.
Yeah. That's going to be a good test for Muhammad. If he runs over Tim Elliott like first round, then like he's going to do some shit. You know what I mean?
I never really gave too much of a shit about Muhammad Mukayev at all, but then I learned that he be talking mad shit to people, and I respect that, so I need him to beat Tim Elliott. Brandon Royval talking about this Muhammad Mukayev has been talking shit to me in my inbox since before he was in the UFC. He has just been talking shit to him, telling him that he'll fight him, he'll beat him up, all this stuff. He called Tim Elliott an old man, and I love me a shit talker. Let's get him up there.
He was talking shit to Manel Kopp. He was talking shit to fucking Brandon Royval. Like, he's been talking mad shit to everyone. And I'll be honest, like, I like a shit talker, but I also love when shit talkers get shut the fuck up more, so I need Tim Elliott to darce him in the first round.
It's not time for that.
Yes, it is.
Not yet.
Yes.
People don't know he's been talking shit. He needs to talk enough shit and then get shut the fuck down at the top. Or just win and prove that he deserves to be talking shit. I'm down for that. I'm not rooting on his downfall.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Like, I want Tim to win just because I love him. It's not because Muhammad talks shit, but it's like, if he gets that win, like, that's going to be fucking awesome for him. So it's like, in all reality, Mukayev getting an easy dub, that's going to be the best for the division. So it's like,
No, I agree with that. I just, like, I can go either way with the fight. It doesn't really, like, either way, I'll be happy. Like,
I have one way.
Because then Mukayev, like, even if you're like, when Mukayev wins, like, the people at the top can actually, like, fight, will actually start to be like, okay, I can fight this guy because
truthfully, I think
he actually has a name.
But let's go.
Yo, Raw Dog will fucking Raw Dog him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible. But let's go fucking Muhammad Mukayev though. Another good fight that got announced. Another fight for Paris, September 2nd. Benoit Saint-Denis got another fight lined up against Thiago Moises. Didn't get the Gamrot fight that he wanted, which in all reality he wasn't getting that shit. They're trying to do him versus Fiziev, so
yeah.
But that's a good fight though. I'm definitely gonna like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great fight, and that's easily like whoever wins that could easily get a top 15 after that because Thiago Moises has been in the top 15 before. And Benoit Saint Denis would deserve to get into the top 15 if he beats Thiago Moises. So it would just be 100%. Who does he fight at that point in the top 15?
Yes, sir. Another fighter that's pretty close to the top 15, I'd say, at 145. Charles Jourdain. He is back fighting Ricardo Ramos September 23rd. That should be a fun fight. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I like that. Like, Charles Jourdain's just always a good fight. Like, Air Jourdain is just fun to watch no matter what, so.
Yes, sir. But that's gonna be all of our fight news and all that. And that's gonna bring us to the greatest segment of the week, right?
Yeah.
Who's that fighter? I don't got like the biggest. It's not like the craziest ones this week. You know what I mean? Not a crazy card. Not a crazy. You know, it's like.
I was about to say, like, I hope not. This card doesn't have a lot of. This card didn't have a lot of names on it, so this is gonna be an interesting card to try and figure out like who's who on it.
We shall see. But let's go. We're gonna go with number 1. Who's that fighter? This is definitely the worst one.
I hate this.
I gave you the hardest one first, so that's why I was like, fuck it. What are your thoughts, you know? Characteristics, well, you know?
What's fun about this is the way in the head you can't see any features.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go, Oppman.
Oppman is that turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Ginger!
Sorry, I was.
What's your thoughts on that picture?
I
did say I give the hardest one first, so you know.
Okay. Yeah, no, because there's like 4 people on this card who are all bald, like, or have been bald, so.
I'll say it's main
really
card.
Short hair. No, even on main card, there's at least 4. Basile, Ottman, Jung-Eun Park, and Albert Duraev. That's 4 on the main card. I'm gonna go with Ottman.
Aren't the features in the face very distinct?
Very.
Are they?
I'd say the most distinct might be, actually.
No, if you saw us laughing, that's what we were laughing about.
I don't.
There's no distinction. That's the joke.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with Ottman.
You're going with Ottman?
Yeah.
That was also Kate's guess. The correct answer is... What's in the bags? It's full of potatoes, Ottman Azaitar.
Let's go. It's funny because I was on the same line as you with like, okay, there's multiple guys that have short hair or are bald, but they're at the weights of 170, 155, 185. Those are smaller arms. Let's go 155, Ottman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't Basile. Like, Basile has way too big of arms for that picture.
Mm-hmm. On to...
Dude's out here built like a tank.
Number 2. Who's that fighter? I like this one.
It's funny because for a second, I was like, oh, Terrence McKinney wasn't here, but for some reason it kind of doesn't... I don't know. Like, I think it's Terrence.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's T-Rex. That's...
That was also Kate's guess. The correct answer is motherfucking T-Rex. Getting it done.
Okay, I had because like the reason why I like double like like I second guessed myself is because like where the chin is and where the stomach is. But then I was like, I have to remember it's just a blob. I can't see chin lines, and his arm is definitely there, and it's like he doesn't have a belly. You know, you gotta slim that down a little bit, figure where the arm is. And I was like, that's fucking T-Rex.
The
hair is what made me think it, but then it was everything else. Yes. And I was like, am I right though? Let me double check.
That was the only thing I looked at was the hair. The second I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's Terrence McKinney.
Let's go. Number 3. This one, possibly the most defined picture of them all. Who's
Lord.
That fighter? Very. You could see chin, you could see the lip outline, you see the nose, everything. No? See his the finger?
Yeah. Jackie Legs.
Jackie Legs is your answer?
Yeah, because honestly, I don't know. It's the only one I could think. The nose looks a little smushed.
Ginger!
Oh, yeah, no, that's Jack Della Maddalena. That's
you said
definitely
Jack
the
Della
most
Maddalena?
defined.
Kate says Jackie Legs. The correct answer is Mr. Dabalena, Mr. Bob Dabalena.
Yeah.
Mr. Dabalena, Mr. Bob Dabalena. Yeah, let's go. Yo, is that the first time you all got all of them?
I think
second time.
Yeah, I was about to say for both of us get all of them. Yeah.
Gee, let's go.
It's just funny because I was looking at this picture and I'm like, he doesn't have a beard. I'm like, does he have a beard? I'm like, I can't remember. I'm like, he has a beard. I'm gonna go with Jack.
He has a very
Jack.
very short, stubbly beard.
Mm-hmm. But that nose.
I was about to say, you couldn't tell by the nose.
No, I could. That is.
Let's go. Those were some good ones this week. Had some fun trying to pick them. At first, I was gonna go Ottman and Iron Turtle, and then when I picked that, like, I did Ottman first, and I was going to do Iron Turtle. I was like, I can't do this. Like,
see, you're better
because with the picture too, his he just looks slimmer, so it's like they're gonna think this is fucking the same person.
Oh yeah, no. See, you're a better person than I am because I would have made them all bald fighters.
Just would have quit.
All bald fighters going like this in their way in.
Just get one of Basile, one of Ottman, one of Doraev, and just be like, here you go, figure it out.
Oh,
no,
man.
you gotta go even dickier, which is Iron Turtle, Doraev, and Basile, because then they're all closer in size.
See, the correct answer is you go Ottman, a Zytar, and the Bulldozer.
Alright, anyway.
That's gonna wrap up this episode of the 6th Round Podcast. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did. We got all the links in the description down below. We'll catch you in the next one. Let's go. See ya in London.